So Joey Barton, famed psychopath. You may remember him from he was the guy who stubbed a cigar out in a teammate's eye while he was at Man City, and he's now managing Bristol Rovers. And it started off there in typically hot-headed fashion. He's always sort of doing his like snarling manager on the touchline thing. But last season, Joey wheeled his tactics board into the Bristol Rovers dressing room, and there were a few sort of hopeful whispers that perhaps their terrifying manager might have got a bit soft. So on the board there were, it started out with some tactical innovations. It was like goal mouth action, none in ours, loads in theirs.
Searing insight.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Loads in
But
theirs.
alongside that, there were some cheerful slogans that Joey had written to his players. So he said, "You're unique, a one-off, and a true superstar." So clearly, Joey had been along to some kind of anger management courses.
Yeah. And picked up some like slogans.
Yeah,
They're
sort of like primary school teacher.
Yeah, like pencil cases that little girls have in primary school, and they say like, "You're a superstar."
A true one-off. But anyway, it seems, unfortunately, that the effects of Joey's anger management courses have worn off, because this week they played against Peterborough and they lost 2-0. And in Joey's post-match interview, he absolutely ripped into midfielder Luke Thomas, who's been one of Bristol Rovers' best players this season. And he had apparently not been pressing. I think he was injured, and he should have come off, and he didn't. He tried to play on and hadn't pressed properly, and Peterborough scored. And in the post-match interview, Joey came out and said, "One idiotic young boy, I can't even call him a man, has compromised the team with his behavioural standards. Unless we man up and absolutely eradicate these weak, feeble-minded individuals that are currently inside our unit, we won't get promoted out of this division."
God, that's terrifying.
It sounds like he's planning like a genocide.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a bit of 30s fascism. Eradicate the weak and feeble-minded, polluting the gene pool.
Yeah, Joey Goebbels.
Is that Luke Thomas is just out of favour for good now, or is that just like a normal, and then the next day he bumps into him in training and he's like, "Oh, all right, Luke."
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's pretty terrifying to have your manager come out and say that. But
would you rather get screamed at in the dressing room or humiliated in public like that in more sort of like acid-tongued fashion?
I don't know. Neither of them.
You probably got both.
Well, probably, yeah.
And then a cigar in the eye for good measure.
Yeah. I hope they're keeping the Joey's post-match cigars locked in a drawer.
Hard to think of a manager I'd less like to play for, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've always thought Louis van Gaal's a weirdo. Fabio Capello up there for just like sheer unrelenting joylessness. Whereas Joey Barton, I reckon you can have a bit of fun on the training ground.
Yeah,
but it'd be like
there is a constant fear that you might be brutally assaulted.
Yeah, like isn't there a story actually? I swear from one of his previous clubs where he like it was all like fun and games, and then someone like made a joke at him and he just turned like it can quit. Yeah, he like banished a player from the dressing room for just like making an extremely tame joke about Barton.
Oh, okay.
But like, you know what I mean? You can be joking with him 1 minute, and the next minute you've got a cigar in your eye.
Yeah. He's a psychopath.
All right, well, keep up the anger management classes, please, Joey, because you are one of a kind, a true superstar.